I guess the most important thing that the county does is that we need to protect its citizens, and that we need decent response time when an incident happens.
People speaking out tonight about cuts to sheriff's patrols in Eaton County. Good evening. I'm Ann Emmerich.
And I'm David Andrews. It's a shrinking budget and a failed ballot proposal that led to the sheriff's decision to cut road patrols. News 10's Riley Connell joins us here in studio to tell us what it all means. Riley?
Yeah, Ann and David. Well, Eaton County Sheriff Tom Reich announced that his office is doing away with its afternoon patrol starting December 1st, leaving patrols empty from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. He says it's a disappointing consequence of voters' decision to reject a ballot proposal that would have allowed the county to increase taxes for funding. The decision leaving residents concerned and county leadership working overtime to fill the gaps.
Obviously, it's going to result in shorter response time. It has to. There's just physics. There's so much land to cover, so many people.
A concern that when Eaton County residents pick up the phone and call 911, they may not get the speedy response they need. That's because the county sheriff's office is getting rid of its afternoon deputy road patrol shift on December 1st, meaning deputies will only be on patrol from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Most busy times for us are usually in the morning hours, and that's one of the reasons why the times that the cuts are happening. And then as far as moving forward and making sure that the cuts aren't permanent, really all options are on the table.
With a wife and son working in law enforcement, Eaton County resident Chris Cusack says he knows what deputies go through to protect their community.
I get an almost daily call from my son about what has happened overnight, and I hear the stories of, a suicide call where he responded in time to save somebody, or an accident.
Now fearing the loss of a road patrol shift in his community. County Commissioner Brandon Haskell says it was a disappointment to the entire board when voters rejected a ballot proposal that would have raised property taxes to fund county operations, leading to the cuts. He says if financial troubles continue, they won't just affect public safety.
There will be no department that goes untouched. In fact, a lot of our department heads leading into this election did a really good job of coming into the different committee meetings and saying, listen, we've been running on a shoestring budget for many, many years.
And as it turns out, Eaton County is not alone in its budget struggles. I spoke with staff at the Michigan Association of Counties who tell me every Michigan county is having trouble finding ways to fund their operations. They say the troubles can be traced back to rules put in place over the last 50 years that restrict a county's ability to raise taxes for revenue. David?
All right, Riley, thank you. Tomorrow, the Eaton County Sheriff is expected to hold a news conference to share additional details about the upcoming cuts. We'll have full coverage both on air and online.
Taking a live look from our Skycam over